Good morning, it's Maddie. I'm back and it is currently day 11 of our quarantine, and honestly, I'm tired of being at home. I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of my parents. I'm just tired of it. So I needed something to bring up my mood, my spirit, all around, make my day better. 10:30 in the morning, and we're gonna make some chocolate chip cookies. Step by step, so you can make them at home too during your quarantine. Everyone needs a cookie to make their day better. So let's get into it. I realized I wasn't in frame that entire time, so we're gonna do it again. Okay, to make these cookies, you need to know what's gonna be in them. Here are the ingredients. Baking soda, or 2 bars of softened butter, which we will soften later. Vanilla extract, salt, flour, 2 large eggs, brown sugar, real sugar, and then last but not least, 2-cup bowl of chocolate chips. You might be wondering, Maddie, why are you making a cooking show right now? The answer to that is very simple. It didn't just start during this coronavirus time, but I've always really loved the YouTube channel Bon Appétit. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Bon Appétit, but there's this girl named Claire who does Bon Appétit, and she makes gourmet mix. So she makes like Cheez-Its at home, and they're like gourmet. I don't really know. All I know is that I watch her every morning, I watch her every night, and I watch her throughout my day. I love watching her cook all these things. I wanted to make a cooking video to be like Claire. I want to be Claire. And I just saw her on Jimmy Fallon. So that's really the gist of why I am making a cooking show now. We're gonna try because I really think I can do this. I think I can handle it. So the first thing we're gonna do to get started on our baking adventure, preheat the oven. Super smart. To 375 degrees. Done. Next step, we are gonna combine our dry ingredients in a mixing bowl. I wanna get into an area where you can like see what I'm doing, because that's what Claire does. Okay, I switched things up a little bit so I can see what I'm doing, because how are you gonna learn if you can't see me? Dry ingredients, flour, boom, baking soda, boom, and salt, boom. So we need our dry ingredients. 2 1/4 cup of flour. I have these 1 cup cups that are for dry ingredients, because there's a difference between your dry ingredient cups and your wet ingredient cups. Be a little crazy because I'm not professional. Oh, see, and then after that, we're just gonna like shake it, maybe level it. We're gonna start spooning some of our ingredients in. As you can see, it's not really level completely over the top, and you wanna have somewhat to exact measurements. Granted, it's just cookies, but we like to be precise here. And we're just gonna kind of move it all over so that it's all, you know, filled up. We're gonna take our knife with the straight edge, and we're gonna go all the way across the top. Boom. 1 cup. Take our knife, 2 1/4 cup, done. Made the fattest mess with this flour. Next step is going to be adding 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And that's okay, we're just gonna let that go. Boom. So our dry ingredients are done. Hear that? Oven's done. Nice. So next, I'm gonna take my whisk to my dry ingredients, and we're just gonna mix the flour, salt, and baking soda all together. After this, we are going to move on to our wet ingredients. That's when the magic really happens. You might be wondering to yourself, Maddie, how are you so good at cooking and baking and all this stuff? I did take culinary for 2 years. Though I don't necessarily like sweets, but chocolate chip cookies with a glass of milk, too good. So next we're gonna get a bowl for our wet ingredients. Boom, so prepared. So first step, we need to soften our butter. So we're gonna empty our 2 sticks of butter. If I can get paper off of it, that'd be nice. 1. I don't quite know if I am supposed to melt it completely or just soften it, but I'm gonna try not to melt them completely because I don't think that's what you're supposed to do, but I do know that if they're still hard, I'm not gonna be able to mix them because I have no upper arm strength. But while we wait, we can get started on the rest of our wet ingredients. I have I have 3/4 cup right here. Oh my God, magic, ooh. Oh, you're kidding. I think I might have had the perfect, little less than perfect amount, but you know what? Majority full, cool. Next, we're gonna need 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar. Brown sugar is a little bit more mushy, if that makes sense, or you can compact it. We're gonna take our brown sugar and we're just gonna, you know, compact it with a spoon down into the cup. I'm done with our brown sugar, so now I'm just gonna plop that in there. Boom. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now I like my cookies to be a little bit sweeter, so I'm just gonna add a teeny bit more. So we're just gonna send it. Okay, we have our 2 sticks of butter. I'm gonna plop those in. It says we need to beat butter, granulated sugar, brown sugar, and vanilla extract in a large mixture bowl until creamy. So we have our little things. I don't know what they're called, but this is them. Okay, we're set. I'm kind of scared. We're gonna start off really easy and you guys can just watch me struggle. So for the most part, this is looking pretty promising. I think I'm gonna move our contents into a smaller bowl just because I wanted to get that creamy texture that I feel like it's not gonna be able to get in that huge bowl. Because you might be questioning my abilities, I am too, but you know what, you just gotta keep going because it will happen. Boom. Okay, and we're back with this new bowl. Oh, whoops. I beat this pretty well, so now we're gonna add in our eggs, 1 at a time. Boom. Next egg. One-handed. That was pretty smooth, you don't have to tell me. It says I'm gradually supposed to add in my flour mixture. The thing is, I don't think my flour is gonna fit into this bowl. So you know what we're gonna do? We are going to transport it back to this bowl because it's all mixed together now, so we can do that. Now, the key here is to gradually mix in your flour. And so what we're gonna do, we have our flour mixture right here, we have our wet ingredients. We're gonna add just a little bit, and then we're gonna keep going. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that. Delicious. My only thing is that I don't want there to be any weird little flour-like pockets, because if you don't mix your flour in thoroughly enough, you might get something not good. We're going to add in our chocolate chips now, required. So we're gonna add that in, regular semi-sweet. And then I'm also gonna add in a teeny tiny bit of these mini chocolate chips for just like mini chocolate pockets. Okay, and now we mix it all together. I would say the dough is pretty good. So I'm done washing my hands, and I'm gonna get a cookie sheet. let's move this potty over to where we're gonna be placing our cookies. I like to have my cookies nice and circular, so sometimes I will mush them into like some sort of like the shape that I want them to be in. So I'm only gonna make 2 pans of cookies, and the rest of the cookie dough I'm just gonna save for later. I can eat it, make another time. I don't know. I'm supposed to bake for 20 to 25 minutes, so I'm gonna pop them in, and I'll see you then. I did it. For everyone who doubted me, saying that I couldn't do a cooking show, well, I did it, and here are my cookies. They smell amazing. They look pretty good, you know, they're nice and crispy on the outside, but they are nice and gooey in the center. You can see the chocolate chips on the bottom. All of them really stayed together. None of them fell apart in between the baking process. They did expand a little more than I was wanting, but they're still a good, you know, cookie size and shape, which I'm happy about. The only thing to do now is to test it. So don't you worry, folks. I brought myself a cup of milk, and I have a cookie set aside right here for me. And we're just gonna try it out and see if it tastes as well as I think I did. Okay, so I scooched my cookies over a little bit so I could sit down and enjoy my cookie that I worked so hard to make. So we're gonna just give it a try. First, I'm just gonna try a bite without any of the milk. I say they're good. I mean, I'm not that picky about my cookies, but okay, my next test to make sure these are good cookies is I like to actually dip my cookies in my milk without them falling apart and crumbling to the bottom of my milk. So we're gonna try that. Stability, still there. And this is just me, maybe my preference, but I like how it saturates the dough around the chocolate chips and makes it more mushy, makes the chips more milky. And I just think it's a really nice accent to the chocolate sweetness, having a nice cup of milk. So honestly, I would give these cookies a 8 out of 10. You know, are they the best cookies I've ever made? No. Are they the best cookies I've ever had? No. But are they gonna get the job done? Yes. So I'm happy with the cookies, how they turned out. I think that if you were to use this recipe, it'd be just as satisfactory for you as it was for me. Try to make these at home during your quarantine, you know. Try to be Claire from Bon Appetit, see how it works. I think Claire would be proud of me that I tried and that I, you know, was in my MB test kitchen. Because I do not have a BA test kitchen because I am sadly not a producer on Bon Appetit, but I will soon try. So until next time, enjoy your cookies, wash your hands, practice social distancing, and, you know, just have fun on this quarantine because it's not very many times that you get locked inside your house and you get to try new things. So I leave all of you with that, a parting message. That's really much it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video. Make sure to stay tuned for the next Cooking with Maddie. I honestly think I'm gonna make some spaghetti because I can make spaghetti a lot better than I can make some cookies. So stay tuned for that secret at-home recipe. But until then, stay safe.